back, everybody. Here's your coverage of the Epicenter LAN qualifier for the European region. Power Rangers versus Danish Bears. Actually, it's a little bit misleading when I say LAN qualifier. Qualifier for the LAN event, which will be happening in Moscow in May for $500,000. This is the online portion of it. Qualifier semi-final, game number 2 of semi-final number 1 against PR and Danish Bears. I'm joined by Ryu, the man who knows how to actually launch his damn Dota.
I got him.
He was the reason why we took a little bit longer, because his Dota 2 crashed while he was talking to Twitch chat, and he didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect your Dota 2 to crash out of nowhere.
Yeah, you do.
You know, a funny thing happened to me like 2 days ago. I crashed while I was in game for no apparent reason too. That was like the weirdest thing that happened to me in Dota in a while.
There's a lot of weird things happening in Dota. As someone said on Reddit, spring cleaning means a way where we can actually bring up all of the old bugs that are underneath the carpet.
Yeah, and it's at least better than all the new, reborn stuff. I mean, when they put in, Source 2, at least it's not as bad as then, but...
Yeah, but that was also, that was a whole brand new engine. The issue is they tried, it's always the thing is the reason why, Valve try and avoid patching as well before a big event. Like, they lock most of the patches 1 or 2 weeks before TI as well, because they know when they fix something which is really small, sometimes it can just break something completely different that you never would have actually thought of. Like our observer slots. So if you're tuning in inside the game right now, I apologize. I believe we actually kicked out, I don't know if it was the Spanish caster or not, but in order for you to experience an English broadcast in this game, we had to remove one of the other ones, because for some reason there's a bug which makes it so what we normally have is 6 available broadcaster slots inside the game is now only 4. And there's no way to change that. So, yeah, the other guys are still inside the game, and they're casting from normal spectator slots, which don't have as many of the perks, and also the biggest perk means we can't actually talk to you guys who are tuning in inside of Dota TV right now. So, we can talk to you guys in Dota TV, but I apologize for the other ones who are hoping to listen.
Yeah, we can play tic-tac-toe on the map. That'd be pretty fun.
You can't. You can't complete a full game of tic-tac-toe.
Dang it.
Like, the lines disappear. That you could actually have, it's actually something I actually asked for a while ago, but it was never created, where you can draw, and it will give you multiple options for that you can actually have different shapes. You can put on the map, and then you have a wipe tool. So the wipe would then remove everything. Yeah, pretty much an Etch-a-Sketch, but it would actually come with other features. So if you wanted to, you can have X marks the spots or different things that you could display, and yeah. But
yeah, you shake your whole computer and then it all goes black. Sounds good.
Oh my god, that was actually so next level. I hate you for it. Oh, you level of idiot.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's do it.
I've actually got that perfect April Fool's image of someone just these slides are on my computer. Just shake it, they'll all disappear. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch.
That's really cool though. If you could just have it on there for get serious here for a little bit, but I would really love for it to stay, at least 30 seconds or something.
The issue is you do the drawing and then a team fight begins, and
yeah, that sucks.
You want it to disappear at that point.
5 seconds remaining.
The other thing would also be the ability to draw while you're inside the game. Only spectators can currently do it on the map. So if you're trying to do tutorials, if you're trying to train someone, for example, you've got to be in in a coach seat, which means you're going to be in a specific type of lobby creation. You can't be walking around next to each other and then actually draw the spot. You've got to ping it on the mini map, and then from the mini map you work out exactly where it's got to be, or you ping on the map itself, which isn't always as accurate because it just goes out quickly. Yeah, things like that. Anyway, draft is underway. Would you believe it? Alchemist is banned out in the first 2 by Power Rangers this time around. They'll take out the OD as well, and they're hoping to actually give a Rise, I'll say a Rise a better time in the mid lane, but he's up against the Invoker, who still doesn't have his own hero currently. Well,
10 seconds
unless they are wanting to run a Prophet mid. Wait, hang on. Yeah, what is this? Is this a Chessie style Nature's Prophet safe lane? Is this a Doombringer 4th position?
Probably Doom 4. Right now, if I was just looking at it right now, I would say Doom 4 for this game. Still run the Nature's Prophet in the off lane. Don't get too crazy. Or you could do, the biggest thing is Doom devouring the Enchantress creep here early on when she tries to play aggressive in that off lane. So that's a lot of, that's what a lot of teams for the last, I want to say a good 3 weeks now have been doing. They just automatically instantly pick Doombringer when Enchantress is on the other team, just so you can eat that creep that she has, turn it in her face.
Remember, I cast like 3 games of like 3 series of Fnatic directly after the Shanghai Major, and they were doing exactly that with all these Chens and Enchantresses appearing. They ran not only the Doombringer, they ran him as a 4 position, so you have the Devourer, and then you ran a Midas carry in mid. Normally they were running the Invoker at that point. There's no way you can have an Enchantress army going into the fight. So the Doombringer will also eventually pick up a hand of Midas. So with heroes like Chet, it actually hurt even more, because he turned into a hand of God with a little bit of like amplification and a small nuke. Like that was pretty much the hero's presence in the team fight. And we actually get an Arise Puck.
I thought he might go Puck. You're just gonna have to give me that one. I was thinking of all the other heroes it could be, and I know Arise is really good on Magnus, Puck, Invoker. So, but Puck is, Magnus is falling off.
It still really feels like Danish Bears have the upper hand in this draft. They've got such great early game presence. They've got the VS of the Enchantress, the roaming combination, able to find most kills in almost any lane. Yeah, the Puck has obviously got ways she can dodge the projectile son of VS. That's what makes the Faceless Void pickup so smart. And the Invoker can also bait out Puck's phase shift too.
5 seconds remaining.
So, Faceless Void is, the best pick right now. It just counters a lot of the heroes of Power Rangers, and the biggest thing is the early game pressure that Faceless Void applies in that off lane, especially when you have an Enchantress. They can get a lot of work done now. And Faceless Void against the Nature's Prophet. It's one of those heroes that you can find the Nature's Prophet trying to split push around the map, make some ganks happen on him when he's not being careful. As you said, the Puck. Power Rangers.
Yeah, how much do you actually want to push this Enchantress? Like as a, like you run the Faceless Void safe lane and push the Enchantress as a core off lane. And just make a pure DPS. Build of the way. Who was it that played it last night?
You can't do that again against the Clinks though, because Strafe is gonna shred her.
Strafe is too good. So I was like Ursa is like, that's why he was banned out. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Clinks versus Faceless Void is, I think it's still good for the Clinks here with the Searing Arrows because Time Walk has a very long cooldown early on. He can still just dish out those flaming arrows, and it's just kind of like constant damage over time. And
but if he gets locked inside the chronosphere, then Invis won't help him. That's
so Danish Bears, they need more DPS, I think, more burst for me for their carry. Slark isn't, well, no. Doom kind of counters Slark, but
problem is Slark won't synergize with the Faceless Void.
Yeah. So range carry, they still have Gyrocopter to work with, but Clinks versus Gyro in the later stages of the game could be bad. Okay. We talk about synergy here. PL, no, not PL mid.
Yeah, I'd be down for a PL mid and pushing the Invoker to a safe lane, because PL, he's good against almost anybody. But it makes a lot of sense. Like the Invoker can just run his lane, PL goes for safe lane farm. And they have to make sure they catch that Nature's Prophet out. Like they can't let Prophet or Doombringer, whoever's like rotating into that off lane, have any kind of room to breathe there. Because the Void's not going to have a lot on top lane.
Yeah, they have kill potential now with PL being able to run down the Nature's Prophet and Avenge Stun. So that's a good thing. And Clinks versus the PL in the later game. Obviously, PL has the better edge there because he's going to have all of his illusions. But if you find out the PL can shred him easily, Puck with the silence could help set up a lot of things. Bane, if he can Fiend's Grip the right target, I could see them winning, and Power Rangers have a nice Roshan lineup on the Dire side this time. So they can get a lot done in the early game here. And Clinks rotating around the map, I see him being able to get a lot of kills on the Enchantress as well as the Invoker once he gets level 6. But I like Power Rangers early game aggression. It's just how is this late game gonna unfold? I think it's gonna go about 40 to 50 minutes. And who's gonna win, Toby? I don't want to say anybody. It's just like 50-50 right now for me.
Yeah, a lot of it's gonna obviously like come down to laning phase wise. For me, I want to see how DB do their rotations. That is probably going to be one of the biggest points. Ping, I think he's going to be fine in the mid lane. Like the Ping versus Arise matchup, it was fun in the last game. I think it's going to be fun in this one too. Hestajo, when he gets on the off lane, I don't really think if he can get to level 6 in a decent amount of time, and fine, and he should be okay there. So it's not really a big lane contest. Same for Cheshire Cat. Like how much he gets out of it, he can always just move back and farm up that small little camp on the side with his treants. So that's not really as much of a problem. It's the ability to actually control the lanes and how much effect the supports have. Like J4's that I ensure that Clinks gets farmed. So then you look for the rotation of the Clinks. For DB, it's all about the presence that Rise, as well as Noya, are able to achieve. This will buy the space for PL to get huge, Invoker to get a hand of Midas and continue to farm up, and then they're just going to survive the mid game, or have PR crippled enough thanks to the early rotations of DB that yeah, the PR just can't do anything coming into the mid game. They're too underfarmed. So it doesn't really answer your question about who's going to win, but if I have confidence in the rotations
beating that bush, Toby.
If I have confidence in the rotations of DB, I am leaning towards them.
Yeah, I think Power Rangers is going to win this game just because they're going to have a really good timing of everything coming together, and they're just going to make their lanes work out tremendously. Rise is already starting off here, going for a shockwave creep. Early on, it's going to help out the Invoker here. It looks like he just wants to farm up in the jungle, not going to be applying pressure in the off lane. So, Hestia Joe.
Yeah, he's up a long way. He knows he can just time walk off the damage anyway, but he's holding on to this. Cooldown time is actually one of the biggest problems. It's not even the mana cost. There's 24 seconds without a backtrack.
Meanwhile, Bignum handling, going into the off lane. We saw the Spirit Breaker plus the Darkseer last time for the Danish Bears, but this time, Power Rangers.
It's just funny. You take a hero who's got like no armor. He gets hit by a wave of terror, so then he goes -3. And he's still able to stay at the front lines thanks to the regeneration of a Tango as well as that Unholy Aura.
Penguin harassing mid, using the Cold Snap a little bit too early here. And Arise is just getting oh my, is he gonna go down?
Possible. The Saturday's out of time though. In fact, you got Arise to burn a salve already. Like,
he's gonna be forced.
Already a huge win.
Is he going to be forced to bring another salve is the big question. That slows down your bottle even further. And his last hitting under the tower is key too. So he's going to miss that one. He's going to get this one though. So. No, I lied. Jinxed him.
Alright, I wasn't watching, so no one will judge.
But yeah, going back to your point here with Bignum, they can't even go on him because he has that heal. He has Scorched Earth if they want to go on him, and the passive here with the Unholy Aura just too tanky.
Yeah. So, what do you really do? But then again, is Bignum really achieving a lot here? Like, there's still a Nature's Prophet who's not getting quick levels. Hester Joe is being able to stand right in front of the Clinks. This Bane, he's looking for some kind of snipe off or presence in the mid lane, but it means now to ensure that Cheshire Cat is getting CS and harassing Ace down a little bit, you're having to split your experience a lot more. And they're coming underneath the tower. Bignum, you're a long way down here. Like, he's actually, he's not trapped by any stretch of the imagination, thanks to the extra trains of Cheshire Cat. They're going to TP forward. No. No, we're looking for the opening.
Just weird stuff going on in this bottom lane right now.
It's like they want the kill over on Noya.
Well, they might get it.
Yeah, he has to use the magic missile. There's no Sprout up, so Noya makes a break for the tree line. He hasn't actually munched on the Tango yet until now he does. Into the trees, Cheshire Cat starts his TP out, and now Doombringer is by himself. He doesn't actually have a creep wave, and there's no trees to help him out. Noya is so low thanks to that blast. He wants to give a wave of terror or a magic missile or both. Now he actually can, but now they come back. Arise will claim the first blood of all people, taking out the Invoker while Nature's Prophet found his own. And Bignum in the trees, he'll be the sacrificial lamb. Cheshire Cat did not bring a TP scroll. It's still actually sitting back at base at the moment. So he enchanted up, Arise will come over, and Cheshire Cat will die to the Enchantress. It was actually the range creep that got the last hit, but Rise will still get the point for it.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you talked about mid lane going down here with the help of the Bane. I wish I could have saw that, but that Clown Fest in the bottom lane was too much to... Oh, right. He didn't deny it. Rise attacked the Puck, misclick there, and that's a big deal. Puck is about to get level 6, and this is a huge rune to have. Arcane rune early on is benefiting a lot of the magic users. Zeus, big time. Puck here, he can just spam out his orb. So this...
I'm starting to see the result of what's happened on bottom lane too. Yeah, Faces Void's getting levels, but look at that Clink CS. 27 for 10. Goddamn's just about to crack level 6 as well, which means he'll be absorbing that Hellbear in just a moment. Goddamn's actually looking really good for his timing coming into this mid game.
Oh, body blocks here from on Noya. They have the Infernal Blade to work with here. TP support is coming in, but it's a level 4 Faceless Void.
Yeah, what's he really gonna try and do with this? They're chasing up after that Doombringer. Ace has got nothing more to give. Even if he wants to lance this, it's still only a level 2 lance. Doesn't do enough damage to really put the Doom in any kind of peril. PR's actually looking really good at the start of this game. This rotation, the presence from Rise, I haven't felt it at all. Like, he's now flash farming up in the mid, but he could also be like an inch away from watching Ping die. He actually walks away from his own creeps trying to chase down a Rise. Joe will jump in. Rise will just walk himself out here. J4 still got Nightmare available too, which he's used on Rise. So Rise misses the experience. Can't change anything in the mid lane, and now there's just 2 Mud Golems left.
Bottom lane, they already used his Infernal Blade, and they've
got the blast. They've got the blast.
Everything's falling apart here, and it's just the Enchantress. Talked about it in the early game, not having much of an impact, just helping out the mid lane. But Arise was able to catch back up, and they were just able to put on pressure. This Clinks versus Void turned out to be a horrible decision because you have this Enchantress who didn't help the top lane, so he's just able to get bullied out of the lane from the right clicks constantly from Goddamn. And I'm just looking for Danish Bears to put something on the map, put something on the board. Here we go, nice stealth in. Oh, the orb didn't go.
Leaped away, Cheshire Cat's there. Joe's got no escape because he doesn't have a tango. Even consuming the Fairy Fire at the last moment, but this game, man, this game is so... I don't want to say over, but it's only going to keep going the way of PR at this point. Like, the Enchantress has no way to fight this. We haven't even seen the effect of Bignum, like, devouring up the Enchantress creeps, or Clink's building like a Hand of Midas getting rid of her creeps. She's had no influence, really, apart from that Satyr which burned the early salve of Arise. Nothing much more than that has really happened.
Yep.
And the fact that he also didn't get the experience from the stack that he did, I think that's actually going to hurt Rise even more. That would have been his level 5.5. Getting close to level 6 and actually having some DPS coming from the Enchantress. But there's no synergy as well with the VS. The VS has been forced to stay on this bottom lane. Thanks to the dual lane the Power Rangers was running. They can't just smoke and move with the Enchantress. Rise is holding on to one at the moment, but like, he's got no power, and now on bottom lane, Bignum, of course he's already got his Doom up and running. Throws the Infernal Blade off, a denial onto Ace, the attack too early from Noya. So Bignum will find another kill, and it's on PL. He's the highest net worth hero over on DB right now. He's got 2 deaths, and he's still only sitting at 2200. In fact, now Invoker has gotten in front of him. And this is a guy who hasn't even got treads. He's looking at a Midas now.
When you see 4 heroes in the top net worth and you're not in it, you know it's a very bad game. And it's only 8 minutes in, it's only going to get worse, as you said. They might get the kill over on Cheshire Cat here. They'll be able to catch up if they're not
he's too tanky.
So fast.
He's almost completed his drums already. And with Bignum, knowing there's no tier 1 towers, there's no TP support that can arrive from DB, they can just go ham. And J4 is waiting for a right chance on Hester Joe. He observer ward, so he sees exactly where he's moving. As now Sentry into Culling Blade. Yeah. No reason to force the issue anymore now.
And he didn't have the level 6, so now he's gonna have it online. Fiend's Grip. It'll be nice to see him get a smoke here for J4. Go and try to solo pick somebody. They have enough burst damage to kill off anyone, especially since Cheshire Cat's gonna be getting level 6 right now. But Danish Bear's finally gonna be trying to put the chrono to use.
It's a challenging thing to do. Because what do you do now? Like, you want to go up and kill off the Clinks.
A Bane?
Like,
yeah, you don't want to kill the Bane.
The Bane is, the Bane is not worth, the smoke is not worth the Chronosphere. What they're hoping for is the Clinks. If you kill off the Bane, you're like, yay! We lost more than we gained. Like,
yes. They're about to lose more than they gained, Toby.
I don't think they're even going to get the Bane. Everyone's going to start to go missing from the lanes. The Dire Observer Ward in mid will soon... Okay, they see ping there. Hey, J4, you've oversaid you're welcome.
This is what we talk about, though. This is a really good death to have. I mean, it gives a lot of scouting information, and they're not going to get anything from it. And you know the Void ulti is on cooldown, so...
Ace!
Ace, what is he doing?
Oh,
bottom.
He is praying right now. Wait, where's Prophet? Where's Prophet? Where's your Wrath of Nature? Cheshire Cat! What are you doing? They're gonna kill Ping in mid anyway. Goddamn rotates over, they'll get rid of the Forge Spirits. And then they'll attack into the tier 1 tower a bit. But a Wrath of Nature was a guaranteed kill on Ace, because you can't dodge that.
Top lane too. Oh baby, give me that Fiends.
Nightmare into Fiend, Hester can't leap away. Now the Wrath of Nature kicks in, Arias kill secures with a Rift. And the tier 1 tower continues to take heavy damage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mid lane, taking heavy damage. Said Rise gonna TP mid. Ooh,
No,
gets cancelled.
No,
That's...
J4 had Nightmare. But Rise also has Dream Call available, so Rise won't be able to escape from that.
Meanwhile,
and they're bringing in more health. Noya has just been chased down by Goddamn. Ace will arrive, but Doom is available. Goddamn will avoid the Sunstrike of Ping and Bignum. All he is just like maybe one more attack into Ace and he should tick out from the Doom. He's trying to stick around so Faces Void can deny him, but now he's actually walking away. Walk closer.
He's fine.
Is he? Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, 3 HP. No, 23.
Okay. Tower still goes down. BL's able to survive. Doom is burnt. But it's a lot of kills still kicking in favor of PR. Like, they're now over 10... Like, okay, they're almost going at a K a minute in favor of advantage in net worth.
We got the gold farmers. They're in San Francisco right now,
Dude,
mining away.
It's not even like the rate we saw the Alchemist achieving in the last game. It's bigger than the rate the Alchemist was farming in the last game.
Oh my. By Enchantress. That was a 3 arrows to the face.
She's got 1 point up in Untouchable. It's actually really weird to see, like, I know obviously Strave is the counter to it, but you went 3 points up in Nature's Attendance. So it's a 1-1-3 build. It's just like the hope that you could be a medic.
It's just, talked about it at arm's length here. If the Enchantress has a very bad early game, it's hard for them to get anything done on the map, and she's still not even level 6 to top things off. Talked about how useless the last chrono was, and it needs to get something done. I guess I just trying to find a ray of hope, Toby, and I'm not seeing it. They don't have the Invoker with the Midas yet. I mean, their one last hope would be to steal this Roche. So, Power Rangers, this could be very big.
Death Pact is running out for Goddamn. It's not going to be as powerful now. He's actually down to 826 life, but Puck's coming in with a Blink Dagger, which DB do not know about. They get the initial stun over on top of J4. It's the Bane out of this play until the Chronosphere. It's on J4, and you're focusing the Bane to start with, but now Rise, a 3-man Dream Call, a 3-man Rift, and Bignum going ham. His Doom comes off cooldown in 1 second time, so he can turn that towards Ace right now before he dies. The dust is off. Okay, Bignum, I suppose you just died then. Cheshire Cat can't really help out much more, but Arise back in again for another 3-man silence, a blink away, and buying space for Goddamn just to pump in more and more arrows. Rise in the tree line, which now being surrounded by the Sprout of Cheshire Cat, reveals his position. He'll go down. The Doppelganger over. Arise's end of the orb, the tail end of the orb, actually kill off both of the illusions, making it easy for Arise to instantly know who he meant to attack, and he even uses the Rift to ensure the kill, so the creeps can't deny it. Back over to Roshan, huge fight going the way of PR, and this is now most definitely Like,
GG.
yeah. Like, you haven't
That was
even,
their last hope.
like, you haven't even taken out a tier 2 tower yet, but Power Rangers are so far ahead.
That's their only chance back into the game is when you group up like that for the Roshan fight with the Chronosphere, and then having the, which is puzzling me right now is Invoker still not having 1-up in Wex since he's level 9. He opted to go for that extra point to Exort, but they could have had the Meteor Deafening Blast coming in during the Roche onto a Chrono or anything. Maybe they could have had that team fight, but like you talked about, Rise having that nicely timed Blink Dagger being 6-0 now. It's just nice counter-initiating plays coming in, and they're not going to stop the pressure. They still have all their ultimates online. That's the worst part. My goodness.
The fact they fight against DB without having to use
Doom or
now,
Fiends?
Goddamn runs underneath the sentry ward, so Neuer knows the issues that are coming his way. The issues being, it's probably 3 hits, maybe 4 hits to get the kill. Hesajo, jump away, Fiend Script, and Coil committed. Goddamn still wants this on Neuer. 2, 3, yeah, he doesn't even turn for the stun. They may tap out early here. Like,
I would tap out so I could stop the... I don't want to be 0-20 at the end of this game or something. I mean, I'm not saying stats matter, but trying to get a kill is going to be hard for the rest of the game. And it looks like Ping is going to be caught out. Rise
they don't have Dream Coil.
They have Dream Coil, yeah.
Because they used both Dream Coil as well as Fiend Script on that last kill. It made that one impossible. Goddamn still
say that as goddamn.
He's got 1 point up in Wax, but he just invoked Cold Snap. Which means he can't go in Fizz. Goddamn, the attack, it doesn't miss uphill either. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. And say goodbye to your tier 2. Look, they throw down the sentry wall because they thought there was vision coming out. How did he... Was it the vision from Big Num standing on the cliffside?
I think the vision was still there because of...
Does Solar Crest grant vision?
That's a good question. I don't think it does. The Searing Arrows might have gave the vision from before, but yeah. Not exactly sure. Maybe Twitch chat could help us out with that, but...
I don't know. There's a drum charge. Arise. 2-man coil silence. And look at that damage. Say goodbye to your Chronosphere. PR are looking for a free 20-minute GG out from DB. They're definitely going to take this mid-racks. They got their own sentries down now. If anyone's trying to be sneaky, and there it is. GG. DB realized they've lost this game, and they've lost it so hard. We're going to a third deciding matchup.
Should have chose Power Rangers like me, Toby. Had your chance.
Hey, I was actually having confidence in the DB rotation. It was really good in game 1, but it's like they just had no lane presence in game 2 at all.
Yeah, they had no lane presence. You just said everything about the game right there. If you could describe this game in 3 words or something, what was it? No lane presence.
There
There you go.